Good morning. It doesn't want to react very quickly. I think I need to I don't know. My Stream Deck acts funny sometimes. How are we doing? I am tired. One of my neighbors, I don't know who it is, has a wood burning stove. But they don't use it all the time, but they do use it sometimes. My house is almost, oh my God, my house is almost, it's like 80 years old. Uh, and I would not be surprised if these windows were original, all right? Never been changed. So we also have the air conditioning unit in the window. So I woke up this morning to my bedroom smelling like smoke and freaking out. I'm like checking around my little space heater that's in there because I'm like, did something get sucked in? Is it dust? What is going on? And, smacking my doorknob to make sure my house isn't on fire. My doorknob is not hot to the touch. And I'm like running around the house and he gets up to go to work and he goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Does it not smell like smoke to you?" And he goes, "It's the neighbors." My house better never catch on fire because it's going to be the neighbors in his head. It's the neighbors. But good morning. How are you? Hi, Loomsy. Hi, Sar. Congrats on first. Good morning, Akilla. How are you? For the record, I have to say that Stitchy was technically first, but Stitchy works on 7,000 ping. So she is actually never first, unfortunately. Just so you're aware. Also, if he asks if I told you guys this today, I did not. I'm whispering, which is why I'm gotta whisper, which is why I get closer to the mic. Today is my niece's 18th birthday. My oldest niece, not my kid, right? But my oldest niece turned 18 years old today. Good morning, Lynn. And so this morning I sent her a little text message before school. Good morning, Sierra. And I said, your typical, your happy birthday. I'm sure you're going to hear it a lot today, but I'm so grateful that you've turned out to be such a kind, wonderful human being. I love you so much. Have a great day at school. My niece, when you think of I don't even know when you think of a cinnamon roll, that is my niece. She is, hello, Thimbo. She is sweet and she is soft and she is kind and she is a little naive, but that's good. She's 18. She should be naive to things. She should absolutely be naive to things. Um, and that is my niece. And she texts me back, "Hello, Kate Beefy, how are you? I hope you have a fantastic day at work." Um, and she messages me back and she goes, "Thank you for being such a fantastic aunt. I love you too." And I'm like, how sweet, but also I don't see myself as a fantastic aunt, right? Like we show up for the kids. I'm not showing up for her today because they're going to the movies and I'm not a movie goer. Good morning, Jack. But I show up for them like I would show up for any of my friends' kids, maybe a little more. I do love them. I will sit through a musical play full of high schoolers for them. I would not do that for you, but I would do it for them. But Mr. Quibb messages her this morning and he goes, "Happy birthday. I hope you have a great day." And he's like, "Your birthday present will be coming. It just hasn't arrived yet. We've ordered it. And then, we're going in half on the book thing." And her response to him is, "Okay, thanks. Don't tell your uncle, you little shit." I can't believe you're already up there, but do you want another one? Are you not up there? Stitchy is not up there, Stitchy. You get a frog. You are up there, Akilla. Akilla is, I don't know why I turned that way. This is Akilla right here. Do you want which one of these would you like? If not, I will pick for you, and I know which one I'd pick. But you have an option of the guitar, the berry, the mushroom, or the fairy. So you just let me know which one of those you would like. I will say, yes, you, Stitchy. You. The fairy? I thought you would pick the berry, to be fair, because of the strawberries. But the fairy is also very Stitchy. I hid it under my wig. Stitchy. What was our streak? What was our streak? Substream streak. Substream streak. Substream streak. Okay. We have that happening. We have this happening. I heard one earlier and I can't remember what it was, but I was like, I wonder if Akilla knows this one. I'll have to look for it. All right. You guys can thank Akilla for this. I don't remember what it was either. Yes, I've heard this one. Who hasn't heard this song? If you have it, you essentially just got rickrolled by Akilla. What does the fox say? I suppose I can turn it up. Because that's better. Oh man. You haven't lived until you've danced at this drunk as shit at a club. You know? Every drunk person on the floor, it didn't matter what the actual noise was. It was all what every time. That part right there. Listen, you're not wrong. Fucking song, man. It's true. And I've heard this discussion a few times. What happened to like club music and like R&B? Late 90s, early 2000s club and R&B music? Rap music, it's so not good now. Good morning, princess. This is the longest song of life, and it's really not that long at all. Oh, hello, squirrel. Thank you, Akilla. For what does the fox say? Appreciate you more than you know. If I find that song though, I'm gonna figure it out. I love this song too. All right. It was a good song request. I want to preface before we get into Planet Zoo by saying if my stream goes down, it's because Planet Zoo crashed. Because it's like known, I guess, that Planet Zoo will crash your stuff. But just give me a minute. I'll be back. And if I'm not back, I will announce that in the Discord. All right. But if we crash today, it is because of Planet Zoo. That is all. Hello, Vicky. I'm gonna look at my franchise. I have come across this thing with the franchise zoo. Are we not gonna switch scenes for me? Because that would be... There we go. Okay. We're getting there. And I'm asking, if you've played this game before, how can I get more animals? Because the only animals ever available to me are aardvarks, addax, African water buffalo, and every once in a blue moon, a porcupine. That's it. Those are the only animals I can buy. I have no other options. And I know that the market is driven by other like people, you know, like, but I'm looking and people are like, I just bought a fucking elephant. And I'm like, how? Because an elephant isn't even an option for me. Please show me how and where to buy something other than an addax, an aardvark, an African water buffalo, and the occasional porcupine. They're great animals. I love them so much. But I need more than 4 animals in my zoo. But also, please believe if I see any of those in the thing and any of my animals are close to dying, I buy them immediately. I have backup porcupines right now because one of mine is like 12 years old. But I cannot figure out how to buy them anywhere else. I just can't. I don't know. We have had to give Miss Isla Jean her asthma medicine. I do have all of the packs. Yeah. And I would be like, yeah, base game, that makes sense, right? But I have all of them because I have FOMO. But yeah, if I go over here to animal trading, aardvark, my bad, aardvark. I don't know what I said. I'm pretty sure I said aardvark. Addax, the water buffalo aren't showing. Shut the fuck up. Have I only been looking on the first page? I can. There were more pages until right now. I have never been more embarrassed to find out something on live than I am right now, dude. When I tell you, I genuinely had no idea. Look at my income. Do you think I would not have been buying these things? I didn't know. I'm done. W stream. We'll find somewhere else to hang out. That's fucking wild. Vicky, I'm just fucking dumb. In the best way. I'm not dumb. I just didn't know. But holy shit, there's pages of animals here. All right, look at them all. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking wild. I'm done. When I tell you I was so dedicated to the aardvark, addax, and water buffalo. Look at them. Look at them. I have all their little... There's my aardvarks. They look beautiful. I spent so much time on their habitat because they're the only animals I could buy. I spent time doing terrain over here with the addax. I gave them some water, you know, some enrichment items. When I tell you my stuff right now, fully researched all of the animals in my zoo, and I'm currently just working my way through fucking illnesses because I couldn't figure out how to buy more animals. All right. I am on year 29. I'm crying right now is what I'm doing. I just need you all to know that. I genuinely had no fucking clue. walnut over here. Ugh. Yeah, I have researched everything as far as the animals I have to research. I have also done all of the mechanic research. Uh I'm now just working my way through different themes. She's unyeeting me. Yeah. Year 29. I was genuinely getting tilted at this game because I could not figure out what I was doing wrong. Beautiful. All right. Well, I'm fucking dead. All right, let's see what's going on. But when I genuinely do I have them waiting here in case. I've had them sitting here in case I had to buy another one because sometimes the porcupines didn't show up on the list of animals I could buy. I am embarrassed. That is embarrassing. All right? Embarrassed. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I would scroll down and be like, that's it? Those are my only options? No, they're not your only options. You have so many options. Oh, this one is cool as shit. I like you. It just looks cool. I'm not getting one yet. I'm looking for like other things. Man, I feel silly. That's all. That's all. There's so many. I can have that brother. A whole new. I can have an alpaca. I have never seen all of the animals I can have. This is the first time. You guys are experiencing this with me in real time. I am big mad that it did take me this long to figure it out. I have like 300 plus hours or 100 plus hours in this game, 150 plus hours. How many hours do I have in this game? 174 hours I've played this game. That's all. That's fucking wild. I've just been like, how can I improve things? If you're playing Planet Zoo and like me, you had no idea how to get more animals and you're too embarrassed to ask. You're scared because people think that, it's such a simple answer. Just look at the bottom of the page and see if the next button is there. I was afraid to ask because I knew it was a real obvious answer. There it was. Somebody is dying right now outside of me. You look a little. I can have all sorts of shit. Look at this guy. We're just going to be sitting here staring. All right. We're just going to be sitting here staring. My guests are flabbered. Who named you, buddy? Tigers? This is fantastic. Been wrong. Are cute as shit. So, like, when I go to my Zoopedia and I look up this beautiful addicts and I say, they can live with these guys. I could have just been looking up this guy the whole time. Yeah, please, please. That's so cool. But also, brother. Okay? I feel so goofy, but also, you know, listen, don't judge me. If you do so silently. I really am. It's cool. So what other animals can we get? Because we have these African buffalo over here as well. See, I have things mapped out for different exhibits. I was ready for more animals. I started setting up a little thing over here because I want like some primates, over here. I want to make like a big old thing. I was prepared for more things. I sure was. That's fucking wild. Okay. And now I can. So now I'm gonna find what animal I want to put here after I build this fence. I have all of the fence options. Okay. All right. I want to do one that like people can walk through. And I know there's a couple of stop playing with me game. I got to see how big the space is. Why we can't go right here? Why is that something we can't do? I don't think this game realizes I used to build in The Sims. There is not anything you can throw at me build-wise that I'm not gonna figure out a little workaround for. It was a good effort, though. It was a good effort. They really did try. And then, I think I'm gonna pull this over here. And I'm gonna make this part of a viewing area. Well, we'll figure out what to do with that bench here in just a second. I gotta get the grass off the path. There we go. We'll go to our terrain. We'll just do this. All right. Is there any other grass? Yes. Well, that's just my ham. Okay. Grass off path. Beautiful. Why is there grass on the path? Why is there grass here? This should be sand, buddy. That's what that should be. All right. And slow. Good. I have so many options. And I think I want to build one for like turtles. Let me just move you. I have so much money. And then here. You don't get out of my way, please. You're right where I don't want you. Stop. Does that feel straight? That feels a lot better. Yes. Okay. And then it might tell me it's obstructed up here. Yeah. So we're going to delete this fence. I'll change this path in a second. I was using this path in the other zoo. Okay. And then we'll deselect. Ooh, are you not going to let me? That part doesn't matter. And then maybe we delete this path here. Yep, I just hated everything I just did. I'm just gonna undo all of that. We'll just leave that here. I don't like that. But I do like that this is kind of fenced off. I'm not gonna lie about that. What are you? What are you? You're just a thing, a post, I guess. That's fine. Let's move this. Also, I learned when you first build your zoo and you put trash bins down, not that, these, you have both of these options. The $20 trash can is better, even though this one is 10, because it gives you conservation credits very slowly over time. So I am going through and starting to replace all of my blue ones for the recycling ones, and it doesn't matter in game. They throw all of the trash in there, so it's not like you have to have both. Conservation credits, especially in franchise mode, are very hard to come by. You get 100 every day that you log in. And then you get them when there's people at your zoo. So like if I go over here and wave to this person, I get 20. And then it's from selling animals, which is another thing that I actually don't understand why I can't do. I can't sell any of my animals for conservation credits. I don't know why. So. I'll do that. All right, we're going to move this stuff. They always put this thing right in my daggone way. Right here. And we'll move this. So like here. And we'll move this. Just this piece, please. Right. Okay. And then this. Sometimes the controls fight you, you know? There we go. Now it's straighter. And then a staff entrance we can do back here. Except for now, I'm just putting stuff on. Put it here. With a staff path. I don't know. Okay, I'm using this. I hate this game sometimes. Just sometimes, though. Can I move you? Are you gonna, like, let me put you down on anything here? I don't know if that counts as being connected to anything, but I'm gonna say it does. I am for now. All right, so we have 8,500 feet to fit in at least a couple of animals. So let's see turtle-wise. Turtle, because I want the turtles. Turtle. That's what I would like to see, please. You're gonna. It's not gonna show me just turtles. Okay, what about here? Can I see what kind of my reset? Click. Turtle. Are they all tortoises? Ah. Let's look at this guy. Algebra giant. I'm pretty sure that those ones are this. And I'm pretty sure with this one, guests can go through the habitat. Grade 1 fence. Guests can enter habitat. That's what I want. So let's grab. Immunity is good. Fertility is pretty good. This guy is even better, though. So I'm going to grab this one. Ooh, that one's rough. We're going to take that one. And then you two, we're going to send to quarantine. Boop. So, like, now that we know I told you guys I couldn't do it, and now it's gonna let me do the thing. And you know what? That's fine. Maybe it is just me. I'm gonna sell you. Maybe it is just me. Peace out. I'm keeping these guys, though. You guys are new. You do any? Nah, you're good. We're gonna go ahead and just sell that one as well. You're new, you're new, you're new. They're on birth control, which is why that says they're infertile, but they're actually not infertile. I could also, now that I know, transfer them to maybe my zoo. I've got to figure out how to do that. Okay. So now I got to set up like a walkthrough area for the guests. And this, I want to edit the barrier for. To probably something small like this. All of it to this. And then we can pull this whole thing down. And then we can go here and like find somewhere to put these bad boys. Please, I want to walk through exhibits. Am I going to have to delete all my paths and redo them? That's a possibility. I don't know how I got that door over there, but I did. I might have to redo my paths. All right, let me pause. Let me pause and start deleting paths. Man, hello, Hirish. How are you? This is scary. I spent a lot of time on these paths. But that's okay. It'll be fine. And now we're going to go into habitats. Lied to you. Barriers. Small wooden barrier. All right. Why are you telling me it's obstructed? I'm not trying to. So do I have to get rid of this one? So I can do one there. You. Okay. I was about to say, we're about to box, trucker. I thought I had to have an in. Oh, never mind. I am. It's me. It's me. This is the gatekeeper for the whatchamacallit. This is what I need for guests. Okay. And then paths. All right. Now I'm just hoping I'll get back to that. It's fine. Also, why do I have a fence on? I think that's what's throwing me. I want that. I don't want this. Okay. Okay. That helped. That's not going to happen. That's going to be a problem. All right. Good. And now we can deselect and maybe. I don't know. 'Cause normally these will line up. We're trying this again. I'll edit the thing. This is where it gets a little, I want to, you know, beat the piss out of somebody. It's like this. I need to, can we stop this? I need to move this. I'm going to move it to like here, I think. And then align to grid. I can put it here. I want to be able to put it like all of the places. So I'll have to figure out why this is obstructed here. Because it's not obstructed here. But this is also not letting me place. And that's not letting me place. I did look this path. I've deleted the path twice. Hi. Which path has a curve? Because, like, these connect, but I can't, like, these will connect, but these won't connect. Oh, the curb. Okay. Like, I want the curb, but I don't want the curb like that. So you're saying no curb on ground. Get off of here. Okay. Those two aren't connecting. No, but I feel like I just messed up my entire zoo. Because I want that. Yeah, because I have it here. I have a path on here. I'm genuinely not understanding, Ben. I know that you just want to throttle me. Like, I knew there's this curb here. I'm okay with the curb. I like the curb. But, like, I have to delete and go back like that. Why did you go up? Oh, it didn't. Nope, that's not what I wanted to delete. I'm going to figure this out. Okay. Terrain. All right. So in theory, we should be good. See which bench. I have this bench and this bench and this bench and this bench. Okay, from this angle of this fence. That's not what I want. The yellow line is messed up. So delete this. Hello? Look at you. This is why everybody needs Vin. Vin's been playing Planet Zoo for a long time. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of upset that she wasn't here this morning to see our realization. Because when I tell you she would probably piss her pants. I'm crying again just thinking about it. Hello, Jess. Don't take your break. I learned this morning where you can buy more animals. I have 170. I have 174 hours in this game, and I was mad that I could only buy an aardvark, an addax, an African porcupine occasionally, and an African water buffalo. That's what I was mad about. I went on a little rant. I did not know that if you just come down here, there's pages of this shit. Look, did you know that? Did you know there's pages for you to flip through to buy things other than those few? When I'm in year 29 of this zoo, Vin. I had places set up where I wanted to put more exhibits. I'm in year 29 of this zoo. And I just discovered this. 170 something hours into the game. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Yeah. I thought I had to keep playing the scenario things to unlock access to animals. No. You don't. You just have to learn how to read next and click a button. All right? Listen, when I tell you that that was wild, that realization was wild. All right. Let me control Z that. All right. So all of my outsides are fixed for the most part, except for, okay, let me put my curb back on. Curb on path, check. Hello. I'm also still learning all of the things. Okay, but like here, it's not connecting, but here it does connect. And I'm not sure what the difference is between the two spaces, but obviously there is one, and it is very important. Like it won't let me connect here, but it lets me connect here. I know why that is being the way it is. Okay. Terrain too uneven for placement. Herd. Maybe that's okay. So maybe what we do is delete everything here. Edit barrier. Select all. Delete. We're fine. Genuinely. I'm going to lay my paths first. Align to grid. Okay, I've got to delete a couple of paths here. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, we got to fix the terrain there. So that's all back. Put this curve back here. Got to figure out what's going on here. And then, like, I was about to say, can I just add another? I think on the fronts, that would be good. Really? Okay. I think if I delete the paths over there and redo it, it'll be fine. I know sometimes you've got to unselect the grid. And it's like, yeah, you can do this now, even though it wouldn't let you do it 30 seconds ago. So if you deselect grid, sometimes you can like get the path to go through and like connect. But I think is going to be my issue. It's the same, only I'm only getting it on one side. Terrain. All right. This. See if we can't flatten this path out. The terrain is so terrible over here, you know? Okay. Maybe we have it all smoothed. Align to grid. You mother trucker. Still won't let me do it here. What are you saying? Terrain is too uneven for placement. Listen, I'm no level, but that doesn't look too uneven to me. I think this side is not uneven. Listen, I don't know if you were here for the peacock crash out, but them motherfucking peacocks get sick so fucking easy. I hope you have like 17 fucking quarantine stations because they breed like rabbits. Every fucking other day, you're going to have baby peacocks running around your zoo. Huge exhibit because you can't sell them while they're babies. And then they all get fucking sick at the same time. I'm not trying to scare you. This is just a warning. Quarantine, huge fucking exhibit. I wish you the best because my peacocks, brother, at one of them zoos, boy, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I had to put everything on birth control. Put them on birth control. Then they don't have all the babies. But they do sell for a decent amount of money. I'll say that. I'll say that. I'll say that. So do I have to delete this whole path? I may as well just make all of this flat too. Huh? All right. Tell me that it's too uneven now, you son of a bitch. My second zoo is very, very barely doing anything because all I could buy off the market board were aardvarks. So that's the only animal in my zoo is a pair of aardvarks. I'm so mad at myself. I'm buddy. The disappointment is real. I just need you all to know that. I'm gonna eat because I am gonna also eat. Maybe I'm gonna eat if my stream deck. There we go. If it cooperates today. The butterflies do make. I have a pair of sloths. I have sloths in my zoo. Believe it or not, I do have those bad boys. Where are they? Right here. And they live for a long time. They're very cute. Oh, I'm sorry. I got all of it when it was on sale. I'm not gonna lie. I saw I could got all of it and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. His mom sends us Christmas money. And I did spend a good chunk of my Christmas money from her on those DLCs. Oh my God. You see what we mean about these butterflies? Look, I'm just gonna show you. $1,700 off of some fucking butterflies, brother. And they'll be back. They'll be back in like 3 days. The boa constrictors, you have those. They don't breed a lot, but I sell those babies for like $1,500 a pop. Which is a wild thing to say. But also true. Hey, okay. Let's get this symmetrically fixed here, and then we're going to delete these paths. Anywhere where that thing is. I don't want all of these. All right, it's fine. Why do I still have like... I want to get rid of these circles. All right. Look at us go. Okay, now we got to delete this here. And then try again. That's not obstructed! It's not, I swear. I just slammed into my mic arm. If you heard that, I'm sorry. I just uppercut the fuck out of it. Yeah, the peacocks will breed like fucking crazy. And they will get sick. Mine did. But the birds is what I was talking about. They breed like fucking bunnies, dude. Put one here. Okay. And then can I move this here? All right. This is what I wanted initially. What did I do? Get your ass down there. All right. And then I feel so smart. I'm not, but I feel so smart. Okay. Now we got to move these back. And then I got to turn it down one. And I got to turn this down. Click. Get out of here. There we go. Ads are going to start here in a second. Oh, about a minute. There's so many peacocks. It's crazy. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am so excited to play this game now that I learned how to buy more animals. That was 100% my bad. I was getting real frustrated with it.
Get silly.
Oh my god. You scared the hell out of me.
Get silly.
Jeez. Hello, Raiders. How are you? I just got done eating. I was about to say, I'm trying to uneat my face. I swear. How are you? How was stream today? What were you up to? Please tell me about it. Please let me know. But if you haven't been here before, hello. My name is Quib. I use she, her pronouns. We play a lot of Fortnite. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. Sometimes Wednesdays and Thursdays. But Wednesdays and Thursdays, I typically leave for things like Planet 2 or whatever little cozy game I am feeling that week. But yeah, welcome in. How are you doing? If you came with that raid and you need to raid and run, absolutely feel free to. I love Stardew. I haven't played Stardew in so long, and every time I think about it, I get overwhelmed because I haven't played since the new Ring update came out 7,000 years ago, and I'm like, I'm so far behind. You cannot be far behind in Stardew Valley. I just don't want to update all my mods. 100%. That's the reason. 100%. But yeah, if you need to run a raid and run, absolutely feel free to do so. Self-care is best care. We only get one of you, and tomorrow I need you. So, man, do I update my Stardew mods? I'm thinking about it now. I just like to mine. What's your favorite part of Stardew? Absolutely. You have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for bringing your community over. I think we're good. Oh, I was like, what happened to the screens? They look wild. Okay, let's start over here with this screen. I want that. And we're going to move it here. And then we're going to duplicate it. Now, technically, this pathway isn't connected, but it's fine. You know? Let's move you. And then duplicate you, because then I don't have to set the boards. They're just already set. But what that means is guests will only approach this on the sides that have like the opening on them. But maybe I can fix that. Maybe we can play around. That's the worst part about the pathways is it gets real. They get real finicky sometimes. All right. And then let me exit this. We're going to move these trash cans. So kind of in between. I'm sorry you got caught in ads. All right, so paths. I don't think I need the grid. Okay, I do. Hold on. But it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom. She forgot that I existed, and it's. I'm just going to clear out this area here, and then we'll do the path thing again. All right, and that means here we've got a problem with the paths. Okay, let's do it again, brother. Perfect, beautiful. It's not obstructed. Okay, that we'll figure out. All right. Love and not, but it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom. My fault. I'm really trying. I'm really trying. Welcome back from ads. I'm fighting to get like multiple entrances to this now. You know, it might be a fruitless fight, but I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, I think that's fine. All right, and then I have that. This one is saying obstructed, and that will say obstructed. That's obstructed, but that side's not. But that one's not obstructed. But that one is. But that one is. But that one's not. I see the issue. I think I see the issue. I could be very wrong about the issue. We'll find out together here in just a minute. Might not have, but I did not lose. Absolutely, Nibo. Thank you so much for streaming this morning. They was playing a Star Wars game. I don't know which one. All I know is he was fighting some stormtroopers, and the one stormtrooper was shooting him. And then he started to pick up a crate, and he turned around and threatened the stormtrooper with the crate, and then the stormtrooper decided he was going to run. And Nibal beat him up with his lightsaber. You know? It was very stormtrooper behavior. I, too, would run if somebody threatened to throw a crate at me, though. To be fair. I'm very hot. Turn that off for now. Okay. Paths deleted. It was very stormtroopery. Grass flat. As flat as that ass, brother. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really thinking about Stardew now. It's really in there. Do I have to move these exhibits? Probably. So let me smooth this. And then we'll move the exhibits. And then figure it out from there. So if I click this. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Move it. Apparently, I connected some things together that I didn't know I had connected together. Okay. I want to get all of the little screens in it too. I missed one screen. Okay. Fine. That bench can also come with me for all I care. You go there. Okay. And then terrain. Absolutely. You have a good nap. Hello, Kinsey. Get some rest. All right, we're gonna make this all flat. Man, my nose is running.
Hello.
Hello, Katie. 3-stream streak. 3-stream streak. 3-stream streak. Woo! Congrats on re-streaking. We love streakers. My stream deck just tried to do me dirty, brother. It hasn't gone the first time I've clicked it at all today. And the one time it did, I was about to wipe my nose. Nobody wants to see that. All right. I'm also just going to grab these guys. Multi-select. You're going to grab that building too. I know you are, you little shit. Driving in her car. The only issue with this is it's no longer going to be aligned to a grid. So do I put the paths down first? Hear me out. And then I need a space here. And then I need 2 tiles this way. Okay. And then move. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay. Exit. Exit. And then we move this. I don't like having the map on because I can't see, you know? Okay. So I do have to leave spaces for them. I can't just do a plop and flop, you know? Because I would. Like, here. Get off. I don't want you touching anything, brother. All right, delete path. It's not going to let me do it that way. Okay. So like delete here, here, and here. That's interesting. Let me just delete all of this. Delete all of this. All right, and then if I just want this. All right, I want this setup only. Please get off of my screen. I cannot see. And I want this here. It won't let me put it there. So maybe we have to do the area around it too. That shouldn't look like that. There we go. That shouldn't look like that or that. I'm not fussing with it. I am going to fuss with it, just not right now. Okay. You. Move. Turn off this heat map. I wish I could line it up to a grid. Because I've already placed it once. Hello? Thank you. I was like, I don't know where I went. This? I don't need the heat map on. I promise you I don't. All right. And this looks like not something I want to do yet. I'm going to move this. All right. Put that there. I'm not selecting a grid. Could I please? Thank you. See, I've done too much. I have done too much. Now nothing is connecting. And I can't control Z that much. You're so good. You're so good. They are okay. I got sidetracked and started fussing with stuff I should not have been fussing with. And I don't know how far back it'll let me undo my fussing. So we're going to find out together. Oh, that's as far back as it'll allow me to undo my fussing. Those can stay there for a minute. Let me come back over here to what we were originally supposed to be doing and building this. Also, I put them in here. I didn't look to see how much space they actually needed. Not once. Okay, we're good. For 2 adults, yeah, we're good. This is like a 6,000 square foot space. All right, and then if we could do like a gate here and a gate here for guests to walk through, and then we could do a keeper gate on the side. That's what we do. Yeah. I'm going to have to like delete the exhibits, put them in storage, delete the exhibits and put them back, I think. But that's fine. There's just some really weird things that this game likes to do. They can have just a regular fence for a thing, I think. Yeah, grade 1. Grade 1 is real easy because grade 1 fence, this is a grade 1 fence. So I think I'm going, and it's only 80 cents. Listen, I have 150K, but I will take an 80-cent fence. All right. So I'm gonna see how well we can do this. All right, and I'm just gonna try and keep it as straight as possible. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it'd be doing some fuck shit. Connect. And you've just got to yell at it to get it to do what you really want. You know? It's very similar to building in The Sims. With like how finicky things can be. Ha 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 ha. Exactly. Sometimes, exactly. You just got to let it know. I'm not on your shit today. I'm never on its shit though. I yell at it regularly. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. And from here, we need a small guest gate. Do not fuck with me, game. I don't have the patience. If this doesn't fix it, I'm quitting. You're joking. I don't bop that. All right. It like it gets there, but it won't let me. It won't let me connect it. It is dumb, man. That's fine. I'll accept that. I'll accept that. You have to walk in here. Cool, 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 cool. That I will accept. Don't bop, but it is cool, 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 cool. You know? And then we could do the other one here, maybe. I just gotta find where it wants to line up. Where it wants me to. You want me to place you where exactly? Let me move this. And let me move this. That is quite a change. Path. Let me delete right here. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 brother. All right. Beautiful. But actually, I don't want it here. Well, let me move it over here. Because I want to swoop-de-whoop-de. There we go. There we go. I do not love the way this looks, no. Be so serious. You want to connect like that? But I don't want this pathway. I maybe this pathway. Ooh, or we could like do a little boardwalk moment. Because there's going to be like sand. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. And now I need like this. And then I need this entire fence to come down. It's very tall and it doesn't need to be. I think 3 feet's good. I don't think it'll let me go any lower. You know, guests can still see in. Let me get all of this green grass in here. I don't know what their environment is yet. I'll figure that out when we get them here. All right, so we have an entrance. We have a walkie through. Thank you, Chris. I'm struggling learning some of the controls and some of the like. I absolutely just destroyed this little area over here, and I don't know how to fix it. So we're not. We're just gonna leave them over there for now. I'm gonna grab. Where did my turtles go? They're in here, right? They should be in here. Where did my turtles go? Did I not buy the turtles? I bought the turtles. They're in quarantine. We were about to fight, brother. They're in quarantine. All right,
Savings for chumps. Don't listen to me. Please save
I
the
haven't
game.
heard that in for fucking ever. All right, we're gonna send these guys. Yep. We're gonna send these guys out to here just to be held for a little bit. Animals all move over here. And then this one. You guys can also go in here. All right, now I can play the game. Hopefully. Okay, I was gonna say, hopefully we'll be okay here. Multi-select this, and then we'll delete. This one, align to grid, align to grid. All right. And then if I grab, this is a guess. I have no idea if I'm doing this correctly. One of these guys. I don't want to do that. You know the thing where you like click, you click so the thing shows up? My left stroke just went viral. All right, let's see what this does for me. There's nothing in there. There's no, yeah, I needed these guys to pass quarantine. You're good. So we're going to move them in here. All right, back to this. All right, if I want this here. I think I have to do like that. And then that would have them all separated. You're also good, so we can move them over here. Who's here? I've already said hi to them. What's this? Wow. Well then. All right. Now we're getting some twiddles. They're just staring at this beautiful fence. Not of old age. I'm sorry, buddy. I feel like Zahur should have a little. Zahur has been here for as long as the zoo has been open. Do I have like a porcupine that we could like pop up on here with memory? Maybe we put that here. And then we come over here. And it is that, oh, I have to upload. I don't want John Doe. It's not John Doe. Okay. Who was this? Respectfully, Zahur? Yes. Species, African crested porcupine. I believe Zahur was a male. Buddy, are you still here? You are. Was male. He was 12.8 years old. This is the first time I've put one of those up. I didn't know that, but I did know that. I didn't know that until about a week ago. Yeah. And I think each of my staff houses here have a different perk. I don't know if that's good or bad. Died on 15/03/2029. Old age. How come this didn't stay? Hello? 12.8. And you'll passed on March 15th. I'm just gonna say 2029. I'm gonna say 1909, 1929. Okay? Why are you not saving? That's valid. But I did that. I stored all of my animals when I first did the zoo. It looked fucking hot. A hot fucking mess. So I stored all of my animals, bulldozed everything, which is why like my grass patches look the way they do, and rebuilt it. Old age. Okay. Perfect. We got you all set up there, Zahor. I don't know if it's gonna like change that, but did I not just spend a minute and a half of my life changing all of this information? Zahor. Species, African crested porcupine. Enter. Male, adult, 12.8. Oh no. I don't know what the perks do personally. Enter. There we go. It changed it now. I'm gonna move this just straight up. I don't mind that it sticks over the edge a little bit. And then I'm gonna move this here. All right. And then in my animal trading, I'm gonna take you. Actually, I have a lot happening over here. Captive birth. One of you is also, I don't know. I bought some. So I don't know who's who anymore. Oh, brother. Captive birth. Oh, one of my butterflies died? No, okay. Yeah, a few of them have died. I'm sorry you died, Zohor. You were such a good boy. I want to move both of these in, but I think I have a female and she's relatively young. So I think I'm just going to move in you. I don't know if I quarantine this guy. And then you, I think I'm going to trade out because I don't really need them. And it feels bad to have them just sitting into my work. So, or into my, I was reading chat, into my inventory like that. Okay. Listen here, you bucko. Please chill. I'm working on it. Anyway, this is, what are you? I know you're miserable. You're going to have to get your name changed. All right. This is the Aldabra giant tortoise. I do a lot of work zone overlaps. Okay. And then do work zones. I have 2. Guess what's being added to this? Perfect. I'm gonna make a vendor's work zone. All right, and now I want to do a new work zone, and I'm just gonna put all of my vendors in it. So like these guys are vendors; they can use one of these staff rooms. These guys are also vendors. I'm gonna put them in a different staff room. I don't know which one of these is the staff room. Take my fucking heat map off. This is the staff room over here. Okay. Which one is it? That one. Okay. You are going to handle these vendors for now. And we're going to call this enter. Back vendors. We'll say walk-through vendors. Only the vendors. All right. And then we'll do another work zone for these vendors up here. They'll have their own. That's toilets. These are vendors. And they will go into. I really wish they wouldn't turn the fucking heat maps on when you're trying to place these work zones. Okay, first building. First building! They'll be fine. They'll be fine for now. That is a staff room. What do you mean? Is that not the staff room? Is this the staff room? That's quarantine. This is the staff room. No, that's fair. Rides are hard. I had a complete crash out on the gondola. I thought that you could place the stations and then connect the track, but that is not how it works. You have to place the track, or you place your first station.
Hello.
Hello, Iru. So you'll place your first station, and then you'll build your track, and then where you want your next station, you switch from track mode to station mode and set that up the way you want it, and then you place your station, and then you switch back to track mode. But place one extra station piece more than you think you need, because it is going to convert that station piece into a track. Okay. I'll give them, this is front, nope. Front vendors. All right, so what you're saying is I need to redo my work zones. No, you're so right. I was crashing out on stream one day because of it. They're not very well explained. And when I was researching it on Reddit, I just kept getting well, if you've played Planet Coaster, I haven't played Planet Coaster. Well, that's just the same as Planet Coaster. That's cool. But if you've never played that, I don't understand what you're trying to get me to do. I'm going to have a whole crash out on it today. I feel you. All right. So we need to do a staff room here for the vendors. I can give them a small one, I think. So the triangle one, staff room for the vendors. Heard. Heard. Yeah, no, it was quite the adventure trying to figure out how to build that fucking gondola ride. Because like the first one, you can do the auto finish and it's just fine. You don't have to really worry about placing anything. It already has it set for you. But the other one where you're in I don't remember the name of it, but where you have to do the gondola ride, you are on your own, brother. And they give you nothing. Nothing. All right. So this work zone. Let me get out of here. All right. What am I clicking? I'm not being funny. I know that if I click it, I can change the perk. I don't know where I'm supposed to. There you are. It just doesn't want to work for me. And you said they do better with PR course. So we'll do that. And then this one is supposed to just be for, yeah, I have healthcare on this one. I don't know if that's a good one or not, but this is for the keepers. Maybe learning resources, but I'm like gold star everything. No, valid. I think I like Planet Zoo so much, genuinely and truly. because of The Sims. I like building. I like micromanaging little daily activities. I like keeping an eye on like all of the things. So like this scratches the itch for me. And who can say no to animals now that we know where to buy them? Recover energy. Yeah, I just realized that. Oh, should security also have their own little... Okay. I'm gonna try this one. Yes, that is correct. I like playing as a god. I like to be in charge, brother. I'm not even about to pretend that is not the case. All right. Never have I ever lied about that. I keep seeing people play Tavern Keeper, and I'm like, that does look like one that I would like. I'm not even going to lie about it. They can have this small one back here. This will be for vendors. So this one also needs to be this. All right, and let me go into my work zones. So walk through vendors. We're going to get rid of this, and they get this. It is pretty far away. I will move this because I'm going to set up a whole, like I said, a little thing here, and then a whole vendor area over here. Although, actually, these guys are also vendors, so I'm going to put them in there. All right, and then did that work? I don't know if that worked. Walk through vendors. Yes, that did work. Perfect. And then for... Did I name it walk through vendors twice? No. I'm tripping. This one will be not this, but yes to this. And then we'll hit them with those. And I will also include these. If they can go to whichever one has room. Okay, so my front entry, I can add this, get rid of these, because these are all vendors. And then for walkthrough exhibit, I can get rid of these because they're in two other zones. I didn't know you could actually restart your zoo. I can actually restart my zoo, but I thought you had to because I'm in franchise mode. How does that work? Because I have other ideas, brother. What are you and why are you not in any work zone? You should be in, oh, you're a toilet. That's why. Heard. Okay. That's what I thought. I was like, I think you have to pay for it. And I don't want to do that. All right. What's up with you? Okay, we are aware. Now we got to come over here. Zahur, I'm so sorry you died. You have a fantastic little afterlife. But we got to deal with these guys. So we need to do a hard shelter. We have too much short grass, not enough long grass, and no sand. So not enough long grass. We'll kind of hit the edges of this path. You know, I'm going to make this a little smaller. But I think that looks good. And now for sand, we'll give them some sand over here. Yeah, I knew that I could spend 100 points. I just didn't know if there was a way to do it without, and I have no I don't have the conservation credits for that. Let's be honest. I have 1960. I'm going to make this area sandy. I think it'll like that. Hopefully. Oh no, we're oversanding. We're oversanding, but also I want to throw some water in here, so I don't think we're going to oversand too much. All right. So from here, it doesn't need water, but I feel like it should have a little choo choo choo. Why are you mad at yourself? Okay. I'm sorry that you don't know why you're mad at yourself. I hope that you don't stay mad at yourself for long. I do hope you discover the reason why you're mad at yourself, though. All right, we're going to smooth this out. We're going to add a little water. I don't like it. This is about the time she does go to bed. Do not pin this on me, ma'am. I even chose a chill thing to do today. So you could like sleep and not have to worry about it. She did indeed get government named. I want it up like that. But I want it to be a little harsher of an edge line. So I think I need to like pull this up. But then like smooth it like that maybe. I don't know how much water they need. Well, you go to sleep. Good night, Stitchy. Everybody can tuck in Stitchy. That is Stitchy's commands. I think I need to start over. I think I need to start this over. Good night, Stitchy. Sleep sweet. And then what if we just like do like that? Nothing crazy. It's like both too deep and not deep enough at the same time. And I don't know how to describe that other than the way I just did. I think it needs to come up a little. I'm trying. Okay, that'll do. We'll throw some rocks around it so it looks like a little poop, 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 you know? It is unfortunate that you forgot or the opportunity didn't present itself, but that doesn't mean you cannot rewear that outfit and makeup and do it on a day that does present itself. It's not lost, just gone. It'll come back. This is all going to be rocks. All right, so for habitat now, I can put on this. What do we have here? A giant tortoise. An Aldabra giant tortoise. All right, for beds and shelters, I don't like any of these options. I'll figure that out. I don't think they need heaters. Let's throw them down some enrichment items. I have my fingers on the wrong buttons. I'm so sorry. So we'll do like one here. We'll put the habitat over here. That have gates. You have to use special gates, these. The guest gate. If you don't use the guest gate, it doesn't work. I thought it was this, but that's a keeper gate. It has to be this gate. And then you throw your path down. We'll do a sprinkler over here. And we'll do maybe an ice ball over here. Let's find us a bed. cool is that terrarium? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. There was luck. That's what I'm going with. Straight luck. I think we can do a medium or a small trough. Let's put that here with a small water bowl because they do have this whole pond over here, you know? All right. Maybe because there weren't any animals in there and they're caught in there from before I put the animals in there. Genuinely, that is the only thing I can think of because I had it open before I put an animal in there. So maybe they were in here before the animal arrived. I don't know. I didn't even know I had to have a sanitation station. Is it because I didn't change the type of exhibit? That is a lot of fucking peacocks. I feel you. I feel you. Oh. I don't have interactive animals, maybe. Maybe that's why. I'm not being funny. I think it's because it's paused. So let me grab a hygiene station. I don't want to get my animals sick. Don't play with me. Didn't know that was a thing I had to do. So when I just like, do I like put it like here? And then we'll put them over here. Yeah, it does. Like, I looked it up on my aardvark. It says guests can't enter exhibit. Who would have thought you come to somebody who streams mainly Fortnite and we're all in here discussing Planet Zoo? Let's move this up a little. Too far, too far. Okay, so there's that. So if I hit play, okay, we have these. Now what do we need? There's a hygiene station. What do you mean there's no hygiene? Do they have to be inside? Pause. Help. Where do I need to put this? Does it need to go like here? Oh, select habitat, brother. Yeah, that's what I want. Are you in the right habitat? Okay. 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 So these cost a lot more money than I thought. $25 a year, brother, please. You think I'm made of money? So we'll just, damn it, I can't. Listen, the realness in me says you've got to put one on each side. Oh, you think on the path. Okay. So like here. We're all in this together. Okay, so we move you. And then we can move you. Okay. Stitchy, you need to go to bed, brother. Okay. And now what? So how do I... Why did you tell me guests can enter the path or enter the thing? Maybe because they're not. That's all I can think of. Because they're not technically an interactive species that I don't have to have this and they can still walk through. But like, are they stuck on this side? Can they walk over the path? I'm concerned. That is large. You do not need one that large. Respectfully, you're little babies. I need you to be a little bigger than that. They can't. So I have to. That's okay. Okay. That's also very large. Okay. So how are they supposed to get from one side of the habitat to the other? That's what that's gross. We'll do that. Okay. Click on the heat map. What am I looking at? Okay, it's this. Okay. Listen, buddy, can I? Yep. So they can't cross that. Oh, so they can cross the path. Listen, I was very concerned. I was like, man, I just made this whole little thing for this buddy, and he can't even use it all. So theoretically, as long as it's all blue, he's able to do all over his little area. That's what I'm gathering. I did click O on the turtle. There's that turtle and there's that turtle. I think these little buddies are good. I hope these little buddies are good. What do you need? Food enrichment? Buddy, I don't have any food enrichment for you yet. It still isn't quite recognizing my hard shelter yet. It's working on it. There we go. Yeah. Can I have more? Shucks. Okay. Get out of here, buddy. We're building a shelter. I love how our response is, I saw a YouTube video. You know, Planet Zoo, if you can learn anything from this live stream, if you ever come across any of my content and this is that piece, please note that your community is fantastic because they've taught me how to play this game. You need better tutorials, brother. That's all. You need better tutorials. What's up, buddy? Oh my goodness, it's so handsome. All right, let's see what we have here. I do have like this kind of stuff that I could maybe turn into some stuff. I have a penguin shelter. I got this stuff off the workshop and I'm very excited. I'm glad that your fit was cute today. I am excited to see pictures. I would be so much more excited if you had a normal sleep schedule, you know? That would be fantastic. That's really all they need. I know. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a smaller version of that? I'd be cool with a smaller version of that. I would not. I need a smaller version than that. All right. So we're going to go here and we're going to go New World and see what it gives me. I have not come across that But I also threw them down and never looked back. I know that wasn't a question for me, but I felt like I needed to answer it. Like, I want this, but, like, in a tighter U, I guess. So I'm gonna do this, followed by okay, edit. We'll do that. I don't want that, though. I want it to be taller. So okay, and we'll do like that. And then maybe on the back here oh, I wonder why. Maybe they do get used once they're, like, used. Maybe they do get used up. I've only had them when I had to do the one with the snow leopards. Like I said, I, didn't know what animals I could buy until today, so that's all I've got, man. That's the only excuse I have. Tommy Rachel, Tommy Rachel. I want this on this edge. Hello, please get out of my face. Why are you like in my face like that is my question. Is that lined up? Yes. And then we'll do that. And then I want the short wall. And then I want to do this is a rather large whatchamacallit. I am aware. I also am just letting it happen. Sometimes you just gotta be in jammies. And I'm sorry that you answered the door and they didn't do anything. Can I see? See, they don't have like the windows. I think this is what I want. It is, but it needs to be a little taller. Yeah, yeah. See, are you guys seeing the vision? I hope you guys are seeing the vision a little bit. Just an inkling of my vision would be fantastic. What am I doing? Ads are coming in about a minute. I want this part to be open. So I know we have these mesh pieces. Like these. And I think I am indeed about to do some sim shit here. I'm going to take this. Pull it up. Pull it over. Push it back. Yeah. I like that. Picasso. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Give me this. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Pull you over. Push you back. Oh, hot damn. This is my jam. On a Monday. Nothing. I don't want a centerpiece. I want that larger. Okay. Oh, not what I want. Not what I want. What is yo? Okay. Um, I want a column, but I don't know what. There we are. I was gonna say I don't know where the columns are. Can I have you in a different color? No, that's my only option. Okay, we'll find a different column. I don't want a breeze block. I want like this, but like not quite that large, like this. But I want it in a darker wood color. Or we can do the plaster pillars, because I can change the color of those. Or a wooden post. Nope, plaster pillar it is. So I'm going to put one here. And we're going to put one here. All right. And then on this one, we're going to shish kebab. You got to change the color before you set her down, brother. Nobody told me that. All right. Let's do like this. Okay, that was not quite right. I just like I said, the Sims made me the builder I am. Let's see what that looks like. I like that a little better. We'll put that there, and then we'll put this here. And then we got to do some walls. I want to see what all of my wall options are before I commit. I think I've got to put this up here to finish off the top. I do think that's a thing I have to do. I don't want that piece. I want this piece. All right, and then pop that there. Pop that there. There we go. Dang, it's like I knew where I wanted it. That's wild. I love it here. Okay. All right. Let me see. Walls. Structural props. I could add a structural prop. That's what I wanted. I want to like mimic what's going on in the front on this, or on the back on the front. So I think we're going to do these. We're going to do the round wall on the front, but it's going to be low. So I think this is the size in the back. So I think we'll do this one in the front. And then I'm just going to take this same piece and lift her up here. We'll grab this guy. Nope, that's not the right guy. We'll grab that guy there. And then I want to put the big glass window. It is not considered a window for some reason. It's considered a wall. I don't know why these are considered wall, but they are. It does snow in this climate, so I want to make sure that, like, I don't know if this is considered fine. You it is. All right, and now we got to put the roof on. It looks like. I don't want a pitched roof. I don't think I want a pitched roof. Do I want a pitched roof? Okay. Now I got to figure out if there's a way to like finish the rest of this. I don't think there is. I think I was lucky I had pieces that worked the way they worked. But I have like this. I just didn't want a flat roof. I want a curved roof. Oh, 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 oh. It's just a little too square. So I will do this. What is happening? Sometimes this game don't make no sense. I want this up here, but you don't know I want this up here? This just wants to flap around all over the place? That's cool. I love that. Flap around, brother. Flap around. Live your best life. I know what I'm looking for. Okay, we're going to do this. And we're going to do the same thing over here. And then we're going to do... Do I do it there? Maybe we let it drop like that? All right. I feel like I need something here, but I also feel like I'm just gonna maybe let that ride. What else do we have? Like a roof trim, maybe? How come that's the only one that has like a rounded piece? Brother. Okay. All right, and then we're going to put their bedding in here. Badge. Let's do the small leaf. Nope, let's do the medium bedding. We're gonna like put this around in here in a couple of different places. I don't know if there's like a set amount that they need, but then I'm gonna grab this medium bedding and kind of actually let me reverse the way in which I've done this. Let me grab the small bedding. And we're gonna like pop that kind of around the edges here. Just like through here. And then I can grab this and like make it bigger. I want it underneath. I went one too many. I went one too far. All right, habitats. I went like that, like that kind of on the edges. And then, yeah, where this kind of peeks through. That's what I want. Okay. That should be good for a hard shelter. Yeah. Okay. We still have a little too much sand and not enough soil. So we're going to come over here and get some light soil. And like hit that through here. All right, and then we can maybe like make this pathway smaller and pretend that like maybe they come through here. My intensity, I need this to be dirt, brother. You know, like this is where this is. We've got like, this is where they come in and out of areas. We have like a little pathway through here. Ooh, our Pokemon had some offspring. We can do like that. Put some dirt around here. He's crossing the path. Look, they all have to stop for him. But they can't go because he's in the middle of the road. Take your time, buddy. Take your time. Don't let them bully you. All right, their environment's good. We got to get some coverage. So let me do that. We have Africa and tropical as our environment here. Tropical continent, Africa. And then I just need some. Do we want that kind of tropical or do we want the banana? I'm just looking to see. I might do the coconut palms. I'm the problem. It's me. It's me. Hi. I want a tree for over here that's not necessarily like big. Just a little tree, you know, like this. The only thing I wish is that there was like, I'm glad your photo shoot is done. There was a way to like do these kind of movements like with tool where you like hold buttons down and stuff without having to swap between the two. But that's okay. I can be why are you so sad, buddy? I think they don't like all of the people in their habitat, to be honest. But everything else is good. Yeah, they don't like all these people in here. I'm glad I gave them a enclosed area to exist. All right, what do we got? We knew they were low welfare. We're gonna grab this guy. Where are you? Ooh, we gotta get some addexes rolling through here. This is like one of their kids, so I need a new male addex. All right. Boom. Oh, you had more than one baby. Look at you. Get rid of some of these centipedes. And some of these guys. That's adopted. We want that one out of here respectfully. Okay. So I think I lost my turtles. There's my turtles. I think for these turtles, we do few. And then, oh, I didn't want to do that. And then we can do, I need y'all to get out of their exhibit, buddies. There's so many people coming through here. Y'all, Stitchy's probably the cutest human being on the planet. I just need you all to know that. If you didn't know that, I just need you to know that. Okay. What else is happening here? Yes, I understand that you are stressed. Did I not move you? You move here. All right, these turtles. We may not keep this path through here. That may be something we have to get rid of because my little turtles are stressed. Y'all are gonna be sick of this game. Probably already are. Enjoy your lectures. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is pause. Okay, listen, I need you out of my way. There we go. We'll see if that helps. I'm like trying to see where my buttons are and I can't. All right. I think if we do that and then we take this barrier, I'm going to move this. I'm going to delete it. And then here we're going to add. I need you guys out. Get the hell out. Move it, brother. Keep it pushing. But I think if we put it here, in order to do that, maybe we have it so less, you're not in there as often, you know? So like you come through like this. This is where you go in. This is where you go out. We delete these other paths here. All right. They've got to go in and out there. And then we pull this path back up here. We put our barrier here. Plus sign. Don't play with me, game. No, I need a... There we go. A habitat is no longer invalid. Suck it, Trebek. Oh, maybe it is a little invalid. Okay. And then we'll move these. Here. He is gonna have... I'm laughing, genuinely. If this little dude got himself stuck in this corner, I'm gonna giggle. All right. The food enrichment is still lacking. I'm sorry that your internet went out, but if you need to not, that's absolutely okay. If you need to take a step back. All right, let me get rid of this and move Javier over to this tortoise. All right, terrain. What do we need in here? Maybe some more long grass. I'm going to take this short grass first. And just kind of cover up this. And then we'll grab this longer grass. And hit the edges around here. One of my buffaloes died. Good night, Stitchy. Sleep sweet. I love you so much, but I don't want to see you in chat again. So respectfully, go to bed. See, when my internet goes out, it's just, oh my gosh, I need a moment. Everything's dying. I never know when it's coming back. I don't even know that it's going out half the time. It just kind of does it. All right, we'll hit that around here. Get rid of that. We'll hit the soil through here. All right, and then I'm also just going to drag this kind of along this line. I love terrain paint so much. Okay. Keep me really quiet. All right, there's that. All right, now we got to get some more long grass in here. So I'm just going to hit through here and kind of give them a space, a little area back here where they can be living their best long grass life. You know? Maybe we put this little scent marker in it. There we go. We're loving it. Bop, 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 and shit. Just gonna let them have all their long grass. That way they've got places to kind of hide. We'll come back in here with this soil area because this is kind of where things are. And maybe we've got like a little path that they take from there to here. Bear in mind, they're not going to follow these paths. I'm just throwing them in as suggestions. All right. And then as far as this goes, let's look at maybe another, not necessarily a tree, but like a big old something we can put here, you know? Something more. A bush, maybe. And throw some of this stuff around. I want the flowers on it. I gotta find the right ones. Okay, this is very important. Oh, yeah, like this. Isn't there like a massive one? Yeah, I'm gonna put that here. Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. And then we'll grab maybe a little one to put here. And then over here, no kapok trees. They're massive. Maybe we just do another little apple tree here. Is that good? I think I'm gonna rotate it so it's like this. And then we can like pull it over here a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Look at that. Look at that. Look at us. Look at us learning how to do things, brother. All right. And now we got to put up some signs and then we got to go through our animals. But right now we're just going to do this stuff. So let's do this. Where you walk in. Okay. There looks to be some people here. I'm going to hit play so I can see where people gather to see them because that's kind of where you want to put these signs from my understanding. So we'll like put one here right in your face, brother, right in your face. We're going to put one here. Anybody want to look over here? I feel like here's a good spot for one. Those guys are good. And then here. Pause. Put this on. A-R-D-VARK. A-R-D-VARK. I think this exhibit looks pretty nice. It's not, it's over when I figure out how to actually build. Y'all are gonna be fucking sick of me. Ava's already sick of me. She just like made sweet, sweet love to my monitor. I'm gonna eat the rest of my gummy bear. No, ma'am. These ones are not for you. Okay, and then we need some of these around. We'll do that. And then I need to go into here. I'm going to replace these with these green bins around this exhibit. Because I want those conservation credits because people price their animals at like 10,000 conservation credits, which is the max amount of conservation credits you can have. Okay? I don't love the way this looks. but I don't know how to fix it. So I'm gonna move this kind of to the edge here so I can go back in here and grab some of these. I don't know if you can for that or not. I know that you can for like conservation credits. And pop some of these around here. I feel like there's a lot of concrete right here. So I think we're gonna do some exhibits type thing here as well. I just know I hear people bitch about it in the whatchamacallit in the Reddit, but when you see this, that is a player set amount because this guy is not worth 10,000 credits. Like this guy's 200. There's no way. You know what I mean? There's not even so yeah, from my understanding, when you see that, that is how that is the player who has set that. I don't know how they change it, but yeah. Mm-mm. No, that's a player set. So if I do it by like this, these are all player sets. And even for this, I don't think that's worth 10,000. I don't think that's worth every single credit you have. Like, why is this guy? Mm-mm. But yeah, that's why. Those are player set prices. All of those max ones. These ostriches do look cool though. I'd buy them for the cool factor. This guy, not worth 10K. Red pandas. What's dumb? The player based ones or Springboks? I'm gonna turn my fan on because I was freezing in here this morning and now I'm very, very warm. If you guys can hear the fan, let me know. Okay. Yeah, no, I completely I get it because I was also very confused as to why some of these were like why are you worth 1,000 or 10,000 because you're white because you're an albino one? Is that the reason? Like you're albino, you're not worth 10K to me. Yeah. I wear my nose every time I eat. I'm gonna wait a second to make sure it stays heated. Yeah, that's all. Okay, what was I doing? We're gonna clear out these paths, maybe. Who ends up redoing her entire pathway system. Okay, and then align to grid. But like, I don't want that. So if I delete this path, I can't. Hmm. This should connect. It's because of the. Shut up. Hold on. Is this me? Okay. Normally I do like a 20-foot. Hmm. There's that. And then um hold on. I'm working on it here. I think I have to set them back. So I need to like do that. Who's escaped? He's not escaped, as brother. I just let me have a minute. Escaped. He did not escape. This game hates me, confirmed. You might have been, and that's real shitty. And I hope that you have not. All right, and then we grab this. Don't talk to me. Hey, hey, game, if you don't chill, don't dream it's over. Okay, are we gonna just like argue with me here? Okay, cool. I got that kind of the way I want it, but now I'm like, should I loop this through here? What do you mean they sold for a penny? That's fucking crazy. Okay, so I want to move, I want to delete this. I want to reattach my path here. I want to delete this. I want to move this here. Play with me, game. Okay. We're gonna take this path and I'm gonna push it over here. I don't think
Get
I don't.
silly.
Oh my god!
Get silly. Get silly. Get silly.
Hello, Plum. How are you? Scared the life out of me. I maybe need to turn that alert down the smallest amount. How are we doing? What were you up to today? Please tell me about it. Oh my gosh. After being woke up, I'm fantastic. Guys, if you've never been here before, hello. My name is Quiv. I use she, her pronouns, and today we're playing Planet 2. But we do a craft stream. What were you making? I want to know. But we do a lot of Fortnite. We normally do Fortnite Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and then I just kind of, whatever cozy game I'm vibing with, we do Wednesday, Thursday. So right now it's Planet Zoo. It is my newest obsession. I do love it so much. But if you came with that raid and you need to raid and run, absolutely feel free to do so. Self-care is best care. We only get one of you, and tomorrow needs you. Okay? Embroidery. I would love to learn how to do embroidery. I crochet, but what's up, go? And I picked up like a little knit kit and I cannot grasp it. I cannot grasp it to save my life. So I think my needlecraft is just going to be crochet. Absolutely. I hope the kids had a great day at school. See you later. We're trying to set up this this habitat so I can get guests through it. And it's trying to tell me my turtle has escaped, which technically it has escaped. I'm also ignoring it. Can I please just have this? I'm going to thank you. I was like, I'm going to close this thing. And then we want to put one like here. I'm guessing where these need to be, by the way. But I can also move them around as necessary. If we just grab this. Nope, not that. We'll delete that. If we grab this and hit the move button, I can kind of drag it where I need it. So I can straighten things up. All right, and then let's grab our small guest gate. Gonna go here. So now I know I need to move this. Look at there, look at there. Perfect. I don't listen, we will rearrange all of this again as necessary. This guy, I understand, has technically escaped. We'll worry about him another time. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Look, 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 look. We're doing things. All right. And we are not going to line the grid because I'm also going to make this very small. No game. What makes you think I want to go that way? All right. And then we'll move this plant area. See, this is what I was worried about. It's not going to connect right here, which is what I need. All right, let me... And I don't think I can move... I can move this a little. We're just gonna... move it the smallest amount back here. Hopefully that will be enough. Hopefully that will be enough. So I'm gonna like tuck it up against the grass. And then maybe push this just the smidgiest of smidges. Okay. And then can I connect these paths? I'm sorry, guest. Why can I not connect them? Because I could do a curve this way. Why? It's fine. It's fine. We'll keep going until we get it. Okay. So, oh no, put that back. So what if we do, get off of here. What if we move this over here to here? And we like do the same here. All right. So it's like that. No, I didn't want to add. I just wanted to move. Yes, ma'am. I see you. All right. And then we come over here to this path. I'm still learning this game. It's still very new to me. All right. And then we have that. And then can we now do a little... Okay, we can't. I saw it. Let me have it. All right. There we go. And then we can take this group of things by hitting shift and combining them. And then we can move them all as a group back here. Give them a little spin. I got to adjust this fence a little, I see. All right. And then this, we need to move this here. Move this here. Hey, no. Bring it back. Bring it back now, y'all. What are you doing? Why did you go up? Why are you in the air like that? We're fine. That's beautiful. All right. And then we're going to take this. I'm just going to duplicate it and put it here. And then do we have like a little, maybe a little bigger of a tree we can put there that's not like fully grown, you know? I just want to be able to have like a little, it's a mangrove tree. I want something with some height. Oh yeah, like this, like this. I'm trying to make sure they have enough space to like hide if they want to. I don't know how well that works. But we'll see. I feel like this side could be here and this side can be brought back. That way they have enough space to walk on the path. I don't think these plants or anything are going to disturb their ability to walk. I don't know though. So I just want to make sure that if they need the space is available. These guys out here, fuck those guys out there. Actually, this is what, the mangrove? What is happening? Sometimes this game confuses me. Maybe that's what we put here. Is this one. Although I don't think a mangrove tree really works. Listen, I understand you've escaped, but really you have not escaped. I don't want to do that. I have more giant rhubarb, but I don't necessarily want giant rhubarb. The kapok trees are too big. Kapok. But this guy might be okay. Yeah, I like it. Okay. And then terrain over here, I'm going to paint long grass. And get rid of some of the sand. There we go. And then we'll hit this soil. And then we're going to click this little guy and he's going to say the terrain is no longer correct. Emergency capture. We'll go ahead and get you back in here, buddy, even though you were in here. You were indeed. What facility broke? All right, let's see. What are your barriers every 6 months? I had them every 3 months, but I feel like maybe that was too much. But now I'm wondering if it is not too much. Okay, so they have water. You can walk through here. I got to move some of these things around. Okay. Put you there. We'll move you over here. We'll move you over here. Put that there. I'm missing one. There's a rogue hand sanitizer somewhere in this exhibit. Found it. It's not even in the exhibit. I just need this part, please. Thank you. There we go. So there's that. And then can I put... So we have these here, but I think you have to have an educator for them. Can they just be talking in here? If I click this... And then zoo, I don't know if I have an educator. I do. You here? Assign an educator. Allow standing guests. That's good. Food throw path is blocked. Okay, well, I don't know how these work, but we'll figure it out one day. Okay? One day. Let me come over here to this terrain. Let me click my turtle buddy again. Turtle buddy, where are you? Right here. I just want to make sure that I'm not doing this part too terribly. So I'm going to make this over here like a little sand pit. I was like, why are you just walking in here? It's the keepers. They're fine. Yeah, stay on the path, bucko. All right. I don't think we did too bad here. I'm not going to say we cooked, but I'm going to say we did some stuff. We'll worry about like pathways. I do have some other oh my gosh, my peacocks. By peacocks, we have a dead aardvark. A-R-D-V-A-R-K. Do I have an aardvark? I don't. It's okay. Because now I can just look for an aardvark. But not that aardvark. Not that aardvark. I guess we'll look for an aardvark later. You're kind of small, but you do have a long life and a lot of fertility in you. We might have to snatch up this bad boy. Not gonna lie. I might indeed do some snatching. Okay. I need more lights than I currently have in the zoo. That's a problem. What did I do now? Breed a new habitat. Listen, I'm working really hard. Look at all of this. We're all green except for education. I'm really trying. Okay? I think we're gonna do a bunch of gardening stuff around here so it looks like a real conservation center. But I want there to be a little light when I do that. So I think what we're gonna do is try and get this area set up. Let's see if we're able to do that and get our stuff back. Yeah, except it does not connect. Unfortunately. Okay. So I'm going to delete all of this. Delete. All of this through here. I know that is the back of an exhibit. There's plenty of spaces for them to figure it out. All right, delete this. I'm going to delete all this stuff here for a minute. I know it costs money to rebuy. Oh, do I have donation bins? I do. Look at me remembering to set all of the stuff. Visit each other's Zoom. Press L. It does help. Not as much as I want it to, but it does help. It does help. Thank you. It's like a little flashlight. All right, let me hit play for a second. All these people can poof away. Poof, poof, poof. All right. Facilities. I think I'm going to break down and bust out one of these. I don't want it to be obstructed. I want it to be lined up. And I know there's a way to do that because I've done it multiple times. Like I had to like come over here where you like click the top of the building and then you put it down. All right, let's put this here. We'll align the grid. We'll put this path back here. And then we're going to deselect grid. Put this back at a 1 length. Boy. All right. We're just going to keep it pushing here. It's not obstructed. See, sometimes you just got to like bully the game into doing what you want it to do. Sometimes bullying works. All right, let's delete this. All right, but I need this. You know, like I don't want this to look like that. So we do that. And then we all of the paths. Delete all of them. Okay. And then we take this. Stop. I don't want to be here anymore. I move it back. Paths. I remember how to do this. It'll be fine. I don't remember how to do this. It's because this is like off. All right, and then I want 2 across on all sides. But now I'm back at this, like, large area of just stuff. No, that is not okay, game. You let me have this. Because you worked just a second ago. You were all lined up beautifully. Okay, we'll put that there. And then we will delete these paths. And we'll try our own path situation. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm okay with that because I can put one of these, like, sometimes this game really pisses me off. I'm just gonna put these here, and then we're gonna move them the way I want them moved. If it lets me. It doesn't. Bollocks. All right. Maybe we move them here. And then I can duplicate. It feels like a lot, but you get a lot from these things. If you don't know how to use bad boys set up, you're missing out, brother. All right, we'll move this here. And then we'll grab some trees. I will get rid of this. I want to do North America temperate because that's kind of like the general vibe of the zoo. Oh, see, it would. I don't use tunneling mode very often because I'm afraid of it. I'm not even going to lie about it. I do it accidentally sometimes. I'm like, how did I end up here? What did we do? Why are you everywhere but where I need you to be? Can I have you just a little larger? I think I can. I don't want to hide them, but I think that beech tree works. And then maybe we can do a cypress tree or a smaller cypress tree. It just blocks so much of the thing. I like that. I like the way that looks. I'm gonna keep that. And then we'll go into the gardening and we'll grab some other flower type things. I've got a couple over there. We'll grab these azaleas. A big old whomper right there. We'll grab some small ones to put around here. Enjoy your lyric empress. You know, pop some of those bad boys in here, maybe with a lady fern and one of these in the back. Over here, I'm going to do, I want a large one of these. Yeah. And then over here, we can do some smaller ones, maybe. Pop one of those there. Pop those around there. And then we can do confessing, yeah. What do you want, Isla? Or Ava, I see you. She thinks she's being sneaky. She's not. What do you need, Evelyn? Pop those in there. Perfect. See, love it, Picasso. All right, and now that that's done, I can move my boa constrictors here. I can move my froggers here. And I can move my axolotls here. All right, and then we're gonna go into this exhibit. You're gonna knock it over, baby. Yes, you are. All right, so now we gotta get this climate correct. Without, like, them being really pissy for too long. Move this up. While that's working, we'll turn all this on because I do have them fully researched. They may be having a bad time right now, but they will not be having a bad time for long. You're gonna knock it over. Put and pop. I highly suggest you stop. All right, and we'll go here. Turn you up, and then while that's going again. Okay, make sure we're too high. Pull it back, pull it back. Yeah, put that money in my hand, brother. All right, maybe a little more. All right, and then we got to re-add these guys to a work zone. Because I'm sure that's what it's yelling at me about. Animals not in a work zone. Okay. Oh, it didn't yell at me about that. Do you want to fix that, please? I would appreciate it so much. Where did I put these? Here. All right. And then we have boa constrictor, an axolotl. And now we got to find another animal for here. And then the other thing I like to do on these exhibits for these is close the windows that aren't being used. So this one, and then I put a 3D facade. Oh, I don't have a 3D facade for you? Interesting. That's okay. I guess some of them don't have a 3D facade. That's interesting. Did I just shut that window? I did. Sorry, lady. I didn't mean to shut that on you. It just kind of happens sometimes. All right. So there we go. What an axolotl. I've got some axolotls in my zoo. It's beautiful. Enjoy your lurk, Jess. Sorry, I was caught up in placing things down. I really was. Okay, what did we finish researching? Oh, the Twilight theme. All right. So let me pause here and go through my animals. Yeah, that is my concern. That giant centipede just had babies. All right. Let's pause. Let's look at our zoo. Let's see what we need animal-wise. We have male and female aardvark, but the female aardvark is offspring for my aardvark. So I think I'm actually going to look in here and find a male aardvark. Size is kind of small, but everything else is kind of nice. Get off of my desk, young lady. I highly encourage you to not. Longevity not good. See, like these to me, this is reasonable. Do I think it's a little like, yeah, sure. But like 2,500 and they want 10K for this guy. Y'all are tripping. Get it like this guy, 2,000? Totally reasonable. Yep, ads are gonna start here any second. Just so you guys know, thank you. I don't want that one for the longevity. I do like this guy, but I don't have 2,500. I don't have 10,000. All right, so I think we're gonna grab this guy. We're gonna send them to quarantine. Okay, what other animals do we have? Deer Zoo. All right, so these guys are working it out. You're in quarantine. One of you was in quarantine. You are gonna go to the trade facility. Show respectfully, because when this aardvark is ready to come, this aardvark is going. Let's grab a couple of female addixes. Eh, eh, eh. Okay. Do I have a quarantine over here? I don't. I'm about to, though. Facilities. Do I need a quarantine over here? No. But I am going to get one. I'm speechless. Okay, now I can move some stuff over here. Animal trading. Addicts. Oh, let me refresh because I don't know which ones I grabbed. I might grab that one. I'll probably grab that one. We'll send this one here. That will help get the herd back rolling here. These guys are all good. When these are old enough, I will be selling them off. Same with these little buddies. They're adorable, though. We're good. Let's grab these captive births. We're going to quick trade those. I'm telling you, centipedes, butterflies, if you have that availability to get them, get it. We're going to go ahead and trade that bad boy out. See, that's what I'm saying. Those kind of things, I don't know how to sell those for conservation points, which is a damn shame because some of mine are really nice. See, like this? That's a gold star fruit bat. All right, and we need to get a bunch of butterflies. So, yes. I'm going to grab you. Because, like, you can, I don't know. Maybe you just sell them. I thought you could do conservation credits, but maybe you can't. You're not very good. Fertility, you got a while. You got a while. And so do you. I think we're just going to grab those. And then I'm going to, they die fast. That's the only downside to the butterflies. But you do make quite a bit off of them. All right, so we're good here. We have new buddies coming. Who's in the trade center? You? So I'm going to move these two addicts. Actually, I'm just going to put these two on and take this one off. Welcome home. I had Vienna sausages for lunch. I'm so glad you have a hot dog. Hot dogs are delicious. Okay. I think we're good there. Jess is here. Just Jess, that is. Let's find her. There she is. Look at her. Please. I just want to, but I can say hi and get 20 conservation credits. Oh, ads. Oh, ads. If your friend has it, then they will just randomly show up in your zoo. I randomly show up in my own zoo. But you get 20 conservation credits, these things down here, every time you do. See, I get them by releasing animals into the wild, selling animals in the marketplace, greeting avatars, but you can only greet 5. And then logging in daily, you get 100. And then by completing community challenges, which are like these. And then there's other like community challenges. But yeah. They can come visit you. I don't know who this individual is, but they are just another player who plays. Lo chiode patone. Okay. So what do we think? What are we thinking? I think this looks good. I think this area is good. I think I'm going to do something here. Like a thing. I don't know what the thing is gonna be though. Let me see all. Let me see all of the things. Because if I can like fill this space in with like a little plant thing. Also, now is the kind of lighting for me to do my planting. Oh. See, I have this kind of stuff, which could be cute, but this is I wanted this for my other zoo. I have another zoo that I want to make Asian themed and have like specifically animals from that continent. I wanted to do that here and have specifically North American animals, but again, didn't know how animals worked. You know? So now I'm just let me crops maybe. See what they have for centerpieces. So I have like this, which could be, but I don't have wolves, you know, like I have this one up front. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. A bear? Don't have bears either, brother. You know, I might grab like that is way smaller than I thought it was going to be. Like those and put some of those down. Nope, that's valid. Like, I want more stuff like that. Yeah, like this. I want more stuff like this. And then, like, I can pop this bad boy here. Is there anything else like that? New world. Let's see what else we have. All right, so I can make some scenes with bears. It is a pretty tree. Hmm. That's large or small. But what if we do that and then grab a couple of these? All right, so hear me out. I duplicate this. I duplicate this and I put it here. All right. So now we have it twice, but instead of having that in here, oh, let me. So we have it like this. But instead of having, oh, you are not like here. Yeah. And then this, we're going to edit this guy out and we're going to put, we'll find something to put in there. Maybe a red panda or listen, Lynn is Lynn. Well, we do have turtles. Maybe we could do the turtles. Wanna jump up in the Lamborghini Gallardo. How big are you? You're widow. I think we're gonna do a few turtles in here. I have them, so why not use them? So we're gonna do like this, and then maybe this guy here, and then we'll do one more. They're having a conversation. I hit the wrong button. Stop! I don't want that. Look back and watch me smack that all on the floor. Smack that. Smack that. Close. You. Give me some more. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Picasso. No, no, you're so good, Lynn. Don't dox yourself. All right, so now we grab these ones because they kind of match. My bad. These ones because they kind of match. And we're going to pull these along the sides. Like this. Trust me, I also want to know, but I also don't want Lynn to accidentally dox herself. I'm a fighter man. All right, and then we have, this might need to go this way a little, just like this. Yeah. All right, and then we can grab like these and place them here. Ooh, do we need the smaller? Yeah, we do. And then we can, ooh, actually, if that's what we're doing, we can grab these. And then we can do one here. And then I'm going to move this down. I'm thrilled. You guys don't understand how happy I am to understand the animal situation. All right, I'm going to move this over a little bit too. Tommy Rachel thought I was getting over my my addiction tonight. I just need you to save me a couple of games. And then if you need me, yell, but this is where I will be. All right? This is indeed where I will be. All right, let's find some trees. And then, because like we have these beach saplings that we could put in here. But also in here, see, they've got it set up just right for us. I haven't been on it in a couple days. No, because you're playing Heartopia. I broke my balloon, but not bad. It's like its little arm is attached, and now its little arm is not attached. But I like to make it hold my hand. And I think I made it hold my hand a little too hard. Listen, don't tell me. I can't help my love for the game, all right? Think about who you're talking to. I'm a simmer with a game that emulates simming. Well, I want these. So we'll pop these in these flower beds. And then we'll grab some trees. Yeah, let me exit that. And then nature. Oh my. That's too big. Taking me of the ordinary. What about you? Nope. Your roots go deep, brother. Your roots go deep. You? Oh, I don't think you're gonna work in there. Elm tree? Elm tree is also too large. Once we find the right tree, with the right stuff going on, it's over. What's the second one? Ooh. That is a much thicker tree than I thought it was going to be. I am not going to lie to you. That tree was thicker than hell. I hate that line. I hate that line so much. All my life, I'll do ya. Listen, I fucking hate that line. I just need you all to know that. I think we do sugar maple trees in here. And then I'm going to see if we can't hide these roots just a little. We can't. I'm going to push the tree down. Yes. Okay. And we're going to do that same thing here. Push that tree down. Push this back. Of the ordinary. And then maybe we can do these guys in here. Maybe a little smaller. Some azaleas. Okay. And then I don't know what we have. Like, I think some benches obviously would be nice. So let's grab these bad boys. Here, let me exit. Grab this. And we're going to move it here. So I'm going to put the benches here. Duplicate. Actually, I should have better benches. I'm going to delete that. This is going to be real nice. Is it me? I think it's me. I always am assuming it's me, though. It never fails. Oh, yeah. These benches right here, bud, don't you know? These ones right here. And we'll put those here. Oh, buddy, you're so handsome. Did anybody tell you that today? Did I tell you how handsome you are? You are so handsome. My goodness. I know, buddy. You're so handsome. What did I do without you in my life? I just was real sad because I had nobody handsome. Okay, so there's that. Let's grab us some bins. We'll put those like here. Maybe we put them. Nah, we'll put them here. And then what else do we? Oh my goodness, are you being so tools? Ah, you being so tools. What am I gonna do with you? I gotta put some cameras around my zoo. All right, we got some bins. That's everything. What if we go into construction and we find some props to maybe put in the middle of this? What props? What do you think, bud? Should we do a bridge over troubled waters? I kind of like it. Do I have a bridge that is not of this theme? But they. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, you are so handsome. You are also a little weird. Okay, what else can we put in here? That was not very helpful. Oh my gosh, it's so stinking cute. Look at it. Oh man. A souvenir prop, a decal. I say it like that just to annoy people. I know it's a decal. A trunk garden? Look, look, look. You're beautiful. You know what I want? A fountain. That's what I want. But I don't know where a fountain would be. Do we have a fountain? So if I want this real whittle. All right. I just want to boop right there. And boop right here. Saying I'm with the best. Maybe we just do this and we do the chisel. The thing is, scenery lock. The thing is, I don't know if it's gonna let me do it with a scenery lock. I'm trying to put water in here. Okay. Not a lot. I just want this to have like a little, you know, like a bridge over troubled water. Okay. And then if we grab some water. I don't know what that did, buddy, but it didn't do anything. Push. Hello. Hello. And all right, and then we're gonna smooth. It really brings it up quite a lot when you smooth it. So if I just add some water to it now, it's not gonna let me do it. That's okay. That's okay. I could try, you know? Worst they could do is tell me no. And they did. I think it's cute though. What do you think? This is Arthas Square, didn't you know that? I think it looks nice. I think I do have to shift this whole thing a little bit though. I have to pull this here. That dude just walked right into the corner of it. And by he walked into the corner of it, I mean I walked him into the corner of it. No, I want this. Okay, we're gonna make some space. Nope. I want that, and I want this to move together. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. This shock ash. But we're gonna get it. All right, and then we're gonna pull it back, and then we're gonna push it this way. That was too much. There we go. That's where we want that. All right, and now I want this. I'm hitting shift to pick both things in case you guys were like, what is she doing? That's not what I wanted. I want this and this. Okay. Oh, okay. I did grab both. That's beautiful. I don't want to push it all the way over, but like that much over. Is that good? Do I need to pull it back? I think this, I want to actually do one of these on to put the flat part up against the path. You can take away. And then maybe I just leave it there. Maybe that's what we do. All right. And we're going to do the same thing here. This one's a little better. As the man who stands to lose you. I got to move it over just a little more. Spacing is what's going to get me in this game. Because I do like things to be evenly placed. You know? That's what's going to get me. push you this way and then push you back a little bit. I think that'll do. I'm going to pull it this way a little, I think. Yeah. Okay. So that's good there. And then we'll do, holy buckets, it's already 2:30. I'm in my zone, brother. That's the downside. I hit flow state and then I don't want to leave. All right. And then over here, we're going to do the same. This plus this, we're going to move it this way. I know I gotta know. I want to pull that back just a smidge. And then here, push this way. Also, my flowers are crooked up top. I see that now. Let me see if I can't push these and like straighten those out. There was a little crooked up there. They're still a little crooked. Does that feel straight? I don't know, man. I don't know what straight feels like. Does that feel straight? That'll work for me. This is like an easy move, buddy. That's beautiful. Okay. And then we have this. I'll move the tree a separate a little bit. I just want to pull it this way. And then I think that's good, actually. And then just this part, we want a flat side against here. And then this part, we want to just scooch. Scooch it a little more. Scooch it a little more. There. All right. And now let's look at this. This is, do I have to click all the flowers in here too? I do. Is that all of the flowers in here? They put so many flowers in here. I don't want to miss any. I want to push this way. The dirt. Okay, so I'm just going to delete that and we'll put something else in there. All right, this also. I have no idea what is happening over there, but that's okay. I'm not going to keep fussing with this, I swear. That's the last thing I'm doing, and then we'll find something for the middle. Friends, if you're supposed to take medicine today and you haven't, now's the time to do that. Go take your meds. Also, if you haven't eaten yet today, for whatever reason, go get yourself a little snack, please, and thank you. Everybody needs a snack. Oh, I've just looked Ava's off my trash can so I can throw my trash away. He's doing unladylike things behind me. See? Thought I was kidding. I'm not. She's doing unladylike things. Here, let me see if I can. If I have to watch it, maybe you have to watch it too. But she always sits like a little drunk person. Meh. Now you guys can also watch Ava do unladylike things. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to not. They can see you. She's just cleaning our leg. All right, let's find something to put here. Let's get rid of this. There's lights that maybe we could do. I'm sorry that you had to reset. Can I put these on? Buddy. They are the right length. Look at it. Oh, man. They're so stinking cute. Okay. In order to throw lights down, I need to see. Where did these go? Twilight's the thing to do. Look at these bad boys. Oh, these are stinking adorable. Why didn't I see the whimsical little mushrooms? We're doing whimsical little light mushrooms. Somewhere, I don't know where. Look at them. What do they look like when it's like dark outside? I need to see. Look at them. We're just zooming all over the place. Don't mind me. We could put like a fat boy here. And another. Oh, you're a chonker. Oh, that's so. Oh my God. Listen. I'm so glad that I didn't know how to buy animals because now I can do all of these fun things because I didn't know. I just kept doing research. I'm so serial. I'm so serial right now. I need to pause the game again. But like, I have so much stuff. I have opportunities, brother. Look at all my stuff. Do you have it? No, because you learned how to play the game better than me. All right. Also, I want to be able to use this, but I don't know what I'm missing to use it. You know? It's beautiful. Like, I want this in here, but it really doesn't make sense to have this in here. Other than I think it could look cool if I had water underneath it. But like, that's also going to be really cool when I get there. I think we're just going to go into nature. Get rid of that. And just grab some like some stuff to fill this with. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like something like this could be good in there. That's very large. It doesn't even want to be in there. I don't blame it, you know? Like we got these big old azalea bushes. Those could be cool. There's so much wrong with me. Do I have a big old rock I can put in here? I might. Let me look here. I do. If you're trying to lay in these arms. I just want this. Listen, you wouldn't even know. Give me a little of this. Give me a little of this. Give me a lot of this. All right. So there's that. It's going to come together. It's going to come together. I don't know if it's going to come together. I'm actually a little worried that it might not. And then we can grab this chunky boy and push it down. I want a fountain. I want a fountain in here real bad. And I'm going to find a way to make it work. If that means moving these rocks around so I can hide little jets in them so I can have a I will. All right. You can underestimate a lot of things about me, but never underestimate my dedication. Once I have a vision, it's over. All right. And then that looks good. Facilities, nature. It's another big ass rock. I don't think I need one quite that big, but I do think I want this bad boy right here. I'm sure there's more effective ways to do what I'm doing right now. I don't know what they are. Okay, so there is that. Beautiful. And now we're going to find some smaller rocks. Like this. And we're going to start dotting those around. Oh, no. Too much of a dot. We will obviously smash some down as needed. I think I want one like that, but like that. And then pull this here. I'm really trying not to make this look too phallic. But sometimes hey, no, go back. Listen, I wanted to hear the song. I just needed to make sure I knew who it was. That looks very phallic. So maybe we do a little rotation here so it's not quite so phallic. There we go. All right. Back into nature, back into the rocks. Are you large? You're too large. Maybe this guy can go. I don't know why they're all guys. They just are, and I'm very sorry about that. I don't want that. I do want that, but I also want that. Okay. Couple more rocks, maybe. A couple few. This guy looks like it can go in there. And then that. Yeah. All right. We're putting this in here. And then we're pushing it down. Schloop. Maybe pull back. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Give me this rock right here, please. This one right here. Hello. Thank you. There. All right. And then from here, we can grab like some of these, maybe. I'm trying to find some that like work for like looking like they're scattered grass. See. Are you small? You're kind of small. So I'm gonna set this here. And then we're going to do some manipulation. Let's move this here. I don't know how anything works. I know you can upload your stuff to a workshop. If I ever build anything and you guys think that it is upload to workshop worthy on Steam, let me know. I will figure out how to do it. But if that is absolutely cool. If there is zero, my monitor just went black over here. Thank you for coming back. It scares me when it does that because sometimes it doesn't come back. I don't want one that big. All right. And then I want I need little bushes. I need whittle bushes. Willy whittle. Yeah, like you. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put one here. And we'll do some like that. I don't think I need to maybe push it down just a little. All right. And then we're going to go into facilities. I'm sorry, construction, props. I'm just going to look up fountain again. Where are you? Okay. I need a small jet. And I just want this like here. What do you look like? Let me see a medium one here. Do like that. All right. And then I'm going to maybe take this and push it down. Don't talk to me. Okay. Beautiful. This is doing exactly what I need it to do. All right. This guy, we're also going to push down. Could you yucking stop, brother? Let me. I wanna push you around. Well, I will. Straighter up. Pull you down. I need the noise of it, you know? What does a large jet look like? Because I think we could do one of those, like, right here. Yeah, brother. $225. Worth. Worth. Okay. Push that down like that. That's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. All right, let's get you moved over here. You belong here. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. Where do you go? A-R-D-VARK. Okay. And then in here, what is happening? All of you guys are ready to go? Move. Aardvark. Miriam has also passed her quarantine, so she will go there. And then we're going to come over here to this and look at our animals and be confused for a second. That's not where you belong. You don't belong there. You belong over here. Did I just swap where they go? No, I didn't. You're good. Right? No aardvarks, no AARD, VARKs there. Okay, and then in here, so here's elderly. Zacomo. I'm confused. I need to pause. I need to look at you. Who's yo daddy? Okay, so Tahir cannot be in here. Heard. Zoo, Tahir, you gotta go to the trade center. And then you're also in the trade center. You can be off birth control. And now we need to find a young male aardvark. A young male aardvark. You can be out of here. All right, who else needs to be out of here? You stay. You gotta go. If I release you to the wild, you're not worth releasing. Respectfully, you're not worth releasing. Let me look here. Reset. Male aardvark. No. Maybe. No. Okay. Heard. Adapt. Send to quarantine. Summertime sadness. Okay. And then once that one passes quarantine, we can go ahead and do what it needs to do. This one I need to trade out. Okay. I think I did that right. We'll find out shortly. Okay. Why are you in the trade center when you should be in quarantine? Why are we stressed, buddy? What's going on? You got too many people in there? I don't know how to make him better. I'm glad that you think you have fixed some of your stuttering issues. I cannot wait for you to fix all of your stuttering issues. All right. With this, I'm going to edit the barrier again. I'm going to lower these things down because they don't need to be that tall. And then I'm going to change out parts of the barrier. So let me grab this and highlight it. We can do the whole thing as mesh. And then one-way glass, like here. I hate that it does it that way. Because I have to like delete and redo the thing when it does this. All right. And then one-way glass. If you don't freaking stop. What do you mean it's obstructed? There's nothing for it to be obstructed on. It was literally a fence right here just a minute ago. All right. This section of the fence, just this section of the fence right here. Delete. All right. Close. Here. Edit. I don't know which way I need to go. Not that way. Okay. Here to here. Not that way. So I need to go here to here. Why is it obstructed this way, but not the other way, brother? Give me a reason. Just one'll do. Why is it obstructed? There's no fucking way, dude. They be driving me nuts. So I'll do like this. Around the... I don't understand why all of a sudden this is obstructed. Cool. Okay, we'll do that. I'll do that. That way people can see it. Can I do this? No. So we'll do this here. And then I can do this here as steel. That way there's still some hedge for a little bit of privacy. But you know, I'm sorry. What's up, meh? How are you? All right. Nothing. We're good. This is good. We're fine. So there's that. We have this area over here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Okay. The zoo's really starting to feel zoo-esque to me. So I think here I will do another. Hello, buddy. How are you? Oh, we need to get another exhibit animal. Let's see what we have. Reset. Okay. I have these guys and I have these guys and I have these guys because again, didn't know how to buy animals. All right. We got some sloths, some ooh. These are nice to have, but so are the puff adders. Run away, run away. You guys look like a cute little pair. Look at you. Buddy, I see you. You're so handsome. Okay. And then we're going to grab this and hit play and make sure our climate and stuff is up to snuff. All right. That's a little too high. We'll bring you down. That's a little too low. We'll bring you up. Perfect. Perfection. One more. And then we'll go ahead and hit up these as desert horned vipers. And then we will... I have to rename all of these. Okay, what are you? Axolotl. Caps lock is on. Okay, and then this one is American Bullfrog. And then this one, I want to get these 3D facades up. And then this is, what are you? A desert horned viper. And then you are my boa constrictor. Oh my God, there's a balloon that popped in game and just scared the piss out of me. Jesus Christ. Anyway. We're good. Handsome boy. AARDVARK. Oh my gosh, did it scare you too? Oh my goodness, you're so precious. Oh my gosh, it is that time. I'm gonna pause this. Yeah, that balloon scared the piss out of me. All right, we're gonna save. Y'all, now that I know how this works, now that I know how it works, it is over. He is the sweet baby, but he is also so spoiled. He's so spoiled. Yes, he is. What are we doing? Can I just go here, please? Thanks. All right, let's go find somewhere to hang out. Let's see. Just as live, but we I know. Ooh, I did just the thing is I've rated a bunch of these people recently. I just get excited because they're playing like cozy games and it's also people who also play Fortnite. So it's like a combination of like that's where we would normally like to go and hang out. I'm looking to see. I think sticking in the cozy category. I'm looking. I know, buddy. I know. I'm really thinking here. I think we're gonna go to, I'm not gonna call them a baby streamer ever because I don't think they are a baby streamer, but they are still working on growing their following. So we're gonna go say hello to our friend J-Bug. If you haven't been there before and for whatever reason you get left behind on the raid, that right there will take you to where we're going. Please grab your raid messages. The first one with the dancing dinosaurs, anybody can use sub, not sub, following, not following. All of those things. The one with the cat and the frog are specific for subs, however. We're gonna go say hi to J-Bug. They are currently playing Stardew Valley. And I know that we were talking about that a little earlier. So grab your raid message, guys. Please remember to take care of yourselves. Right? We take care of ourselves. And then we take care of everybody else. I love you so much. I will see you tomorrow for some community games. Don't forget, there's also community games happening tonight with Tommy Rachel and Mr. Quib. So if you want to do some community games, either one of those places is a great place to hang out regardless. And then tomorrow we also have community games here, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sar. Sar is doing community games for Fortnite tomorrow evening as well. So if you missed Fortnite today, there are plenty of places to get your fix, and they're all fantastic. But yes, I love you so much. I will see you later. Goodbye. I'm very reliant on my credits, but thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you, Plum, for the raid. I appreciate you so much. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye.